welcome back to another episode of with Kyseé. Today we are chatting with a stay-at-home mom turned chef extraordinaire who has transformed her love for cooking into a thriving catering business. From whipping up meals for her family to curating unforgettable dining experiences for intimate occasions or even your next corporate event. Her journey is full of resilience and power, and she is here to show us some cooking today. Hey there, Cayt.
Hi, how are you?
All right. So before we get into some questions, I want to tell the people a little bit about you, who you are. Are you married? You got children?
I am not married. I have a friend of 12 years. So we have a beautiful daughter.
Yes.
She just turned 6. And yeah, recently I just ventured out of the corporate world and am a stay-at-home mom, doing what I love to do most and cooking.
Listen, I can definitely vouch for those of you that see me sharing food. Because I believe your food is the only food like a real person's food that I know I share, and I've never had anything that I didn't love. I get excited
Yeah.
when you be like, "Oh, I bought this." I'm like, "You did?" That's why everybody needs to know about this. I want to keep you a secret, but it's not fair to keep you a secret. So I definitely wanted to get here so people can know about you and maybe hire you for their next corporate event or intimate gathering, you know? So have you always been passionate about cooking, or did motherhood spark that passion?
Not really. I actually, when I was younger, used to be terrible at cooking. Like, I didn't even know how to boil water.
Really?
Yeah, I never, and then I kind of like started trying to do it because, I can't, I'm an adult at that, like a teenager. I need to like learn to do it myself.
Right, right.
Parents are always good cooks. So, first started with was making penne vodka. Because
Really?
I loved ordering it out. Like, that was like,
Mhm.
I always ordered at an Italian restaurant. I don't know why, like, very minimal. I was like, I'm going to try making it myself. And that kind of just like made me like, I was like, wow, that's like really good. Like, I want to try like other stuff, like motivated me to like try and explore other recipes and stuff. So kind of went slowly from there.
I love penne vodka too.
So yeah.
You really make some really good penne vodka. No wonder, like that's your first dish, so you've had nothing to do but perfect it.
Yeah. Yeah. Literally.
I get it now. I get it. Okay. So, how is it balancing being a mom and starting a business at the same time? That's got to be tough. I know, especially since she's the only child, I know they want all the attention all the time.
I mean, honestly, I wish I was able to start sooner. Like I was working in corporate, so and it just wasn't fulfilling. And once I like was able to be a stay-at-home mom, like felt like I was missing so much with my daughter. Actually, loved able to like her going to school. I had the whole morning after I dropped her off to do what I had to do, get things done. I mean, doing, like selling my stuff at farmers markets. Sometimes I wake up super early. We're talking like 4 a.m. to get things done, just so I'm prepared
Mhm.
earlier in the morning.
Right.
But I mean, I feel it was pretty easy balancing it out. You start small. You don't do anything that you don't push yourself too much. As long as you start small, there. I feel like it was generally kind of easy. Just kind of
Yeah, yeah. Especially if you're already used to having a schedule, so you just basically changing the schedule.
yeah, and you're like adding to it. Like you just make it work.
It's all for you.
Yeah, literally. Yeah, and it's easy because I was able to actually like work for myself and do what I wanted to do. I wasn't working around like another job, which basically sucked my life away and hours away.
Yeah.
Easy to incorporate.
It's so yeah, and I know I know it's so big. You be at work, you have all these boss plans. I'm gonna go home and do this, and this, and then reality set home. Get set in when you get at home. You be like,
Yeah,
I'm exhausted. I
exactly.
don't even want to move. I don't even want to talk to anybody.
Yeah. No, it's true. It's defeating. It sucks because it's like if you're passionate about something and that's blocking you from doing something, that's why it's like you got to take the risk. You
Yeah,
gotta.
you have to. You have to. You definitely have to. And then you have to really, I was having I had a moment the other day when I was editing a podcast. I was really ready to say, and it's like, and I was just like, it's either this or that forever, So once you check yourself, especially once you grow up, you be like, listen, well, I can't I need to make sure, you know what I'm saying? Like, you need to make sure everything's in place for you, and you need to make sure you're happy. Once you grow up, you really be like, it's my happiness. It's not, yes. So, honey, yeah. And when you, that's another thing too. When you start to grow up, you start to realize that I only got one time to do this. I'm not about to be miserable making somebody else rich
Like, what am I?
and being miserable at it. Cause you gotta work. You know, we gotta make money, but I don't want to be miserable doing it either.
For anyone to live, I feel like if you have a passion, follow through with it, like take the risk.
That's absolutely, absolutely. Be will and be uh fluid enough to go the good with the bad, because it's not always going to be good. You know, I had, like, again, when I was doing that podcast, I was like, yelling. I was like, and then I laughed at myself. I said, girl, this time next year, you're going to be like, oh my God, you suck so bad. And you was overreacting for nothing. You know, it's going to get easier if this is what you really want to do. So I love it. So did you have any moments when you doubted yourself? How did you overcome them?
Definitely, I feel like we all have insecurities.
Absolutely.
Having to like push through insecurity and just take the risk. It's like you're gonna regret not doing something. So take the risk, just do it. We're all gonna fail. That's
Yep. That's
human.
an event. That's not that permanent. That's a
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's part of growing. And, I definitely did. Like, I doubted myself for sure. I was the right move, working, doing all these things is going to work out for me. I definitely have a lot of questions, but like pushing through it, I feel like I totally like don't regret anything I've done.
absolutely. Absolutely. For real. I love that. So, what resources or training did you use to improve your culinary skills?
So what I really used was like Pinterest, TikTok, Instagram, watching other people cooking. Like I would like look at different recipes of like the same thing, but see how other people would do it.
Right.
So incorporating my little twist to it. I felt like something would be better in it. But I would like to see like what the common thing they would do is, and I would kind of go from there. I kind of grew from just and my parents. My parents again, like they were great cooks, so that was also really helpful too.
Love that.
And to show me and stuff.
I love that for you.
Yeah.
So, do you specialize in any particular cuisine or style of catering?
I would say like traditional American food, like definitely I love doing a lot of Italian food.
Mhm.
I to like broaden my, my horizons with like different recipes and like try to challenge myself, because I don't stick to one thing. Like I've been getting into baking more, which
Okay.
is I'm not terrible at it, but I'm trying to like get into that too. So slowly but surely I'm trying to like do a little bit of everything. You know?
Yeah, and as long as you know it's a marathon,
Yeah.
it's not something that you gotta hurry up and do.
Yeah, no. No.
You want to make sure you do it the best that you can. So just take your time and do it correctly.
Exactly. I mean, it can get frustrating.
Of course,
A whole bunch.
things will get frustrating.
Yeah, I mean, it's like frustrating, but in the end, it's worth it because it's rewarding.
Right, right. Absolutely. So, does Tessa take any interest in cooking? Does she help you out at all?
Does I actually bought her a kid safe cutlery set, like with knives that are cut the vegetables but safe for kids.
Nice.
Set up so she stands with her stool with me. Yeah, she loves to help me, and I feel like it's good for her too to know those.
Absolutely.
Like to learn early. Yeah, I wish I kind of did. Like I said, I could boil water when I was 16. I was like, what am I doing?
Yeah, I learned at a young age to cook.
Yeah.
I did. Us 70s kids, we was like taking care of the house by 8.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, different generation. Like I grew up, like I was just also lazy too, and I was like, But then
we ain't had no choice. We was latchkey kids. Our parents was at work all the time.
I was a latchkey kid. Yeah.
So we had to make sure we can make ourselves some food, and we had to. I love that. So do you ever involve your family in the business, or do you keep things separate?
So really, just when I do like the farmers markets, they love to help me set up. Tessa loves to be there and like do what she can. She feels like a big girl, helping me and stuff, taking people's money and
Yeah.
stuff in the bag and stuff. So yeah, I mean, I feel like it's also a good way to spend time.
That it really, and she's learning so many valuable lessons right there. Learning client service.
Yes.
Learn how to count her money.
Yep.
Learning to be independent. Like she's learning a lot. That's really good that you do that. So what's one piece of advice that you would give to other moms who want to start their own business?
100% take the risk. It's worth it. There's no bigger regret than not taking the risk. You'll forever regret that. And I was terrified of that. I didn't want to experience that. So it's worth taking the risk. Just do it. You will fail. You're going to have problems, but in the end, it pays off. Honestly, like, the stronger you'll get with whatever it is you want to do, the practice you get, I mean, 100%, it's worth the risk. Just do it.
I agree with you. It's better to do it instead of saying when you can't do it, instead of saying, I wish I had at least tried.
Yeah.
What if you get to 80 years old and you really just don't? You know,
Yeah.
I wish I had tried. What would have happened if I would have tried?
Yeah. You'll look back and you'll be like, why didn't I try?
Just do it. I tell
Yeah.
people all the time, you get one time, just do it. If it's not for you next, just do it.
Fail, it doesn't work out. Who cares?
Yep. At least you tried.
That's all you can do is try.
Yep. So if you could go back and do one thing differently, what would it be?
Start sooner.
Mm.
I feel like I lost a couple years because I was questioning myself. This is where like my insecurities came in. This is where I questioned and was like not sure. I felt stuck. Like I was working in, corporate America and I just felt stuck. I felt like, can I do it? Is it worth it? Honestly, I just wish I started sooner. That really.
This is, I always feel like the universe makes no mistakes.
Yeah, no, it's true.
Today's the youngest you'll ever be.
Yeah. No, it's true. I mean,
so you just go from here and, full intention right now. Full intention. So I know you want to get started cooking. So go ahead and tell us what you're going to cook today.
Okay, so we're going to make a kid-friendly veggie, like hidden veggie pasta sauce. It's quick. I pre-cut everything. Show you. So we got...
Yes. Yummy already.
Yeah, eggplant, we got red pepper, we got carrots, yellow onion, and we got green squash, already seasoned with salt and pepper. So we're gonna put that in the pan, and we're gonna soften it up a little bit. I also have chickpea pasta, very plant.
Okay. So wait, you said you have olive oil and butter over there?
Just olive oil.
Okay.
Add butter in the end because it makes it very creamy.
Okay.
And we're gonna add some cheese. But if your kids don't like cheese or can't eat cheese, there is alternatives. But we're a big Parmesan family, so.
God, yes. God, yes. I love Parmesan too. Well, of course, fresh is better. Fresh is always better.
Always better.
Do you grate it yourself or do you buy it already shredded?
So this one I'm grating myself, but I've bought like 30 like shredded kind. I feel like I don't like Kraft or anything like that. I like
the gourmet ones.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like
those good. They definitely are better. But you know what I noticed? Like I used to back in the day. This is when I didn't know any better. When I make I love to make macaroni and cheese, but I used to always use like shredded, like bags of shredded cheese. And then like I did it one time where I shredded the cheese myself, and I feel like the flavor is way better.
Yes, no, 100%. It's like fresher.
Yes. After that, I never used shredded cheese anymore. I always did it myself. So I feel like now, since I'm seeing you do that, I feel like now I want to shred my Parmesan. I've never shredded Parmesan cheese, but I feel like, and I love Parmesan cheese. I bet that's really good fresh.
Definitely has better.
So you're putting that right in there with the.
Help season the vegetables.
Okay.
And I'll do it. I'm gonna.
Okay.
This is boiling. Garlic, I think is.
What is that one? That is garlic and is that just
like it's just garlic paste?
Okay. Do you use? I've seen those ones with like the basil, and you use those too. Okay, I never try. I'm gonna try those.
Easier, because I hate cutting garlic.
I'm gonna try those. I usually use minced garlic, but I'm gonna try it just because I mean, you're the reason why I started using vegetable broth and putting cheese and honey. I would have never put cheese and honey in my soup. Never ever. Now I'll never ever eat in my soup without cheese and honey.
Well, all those.
I couldn't believe how good that was. Look at you.
All right, sauteing nicely. Gotta get them nice and soft.
So while that's doing that, sweet or savory?
Sweet or savory? As I got older, 100%, I have loved savory. Sweets, I feel like I'm not much of a sweet person, but I do like the combination. Gotta say, I like the combination. It's always nice.
I'm like, why we gotta separate them?
No, it's delicious
They
with
work
it,
so nice
100%.
together. They work so nice together.
No, they do.
Home cooked meals or fine dining?
I do like. Okay, so I love home cooked meals and stuff,
Clearly, right?
but it is nice to like be able to like enjoy yourself and not have to worry about cooking and cleaning up and just I also like I feel like a big reason why I started doing what I do is because I love food, like
Mm-hmm.
love food. So I feel like that's a big thing that started with me. So like going out is always a must for me at some point.
Right.
The whole ambiance and again, you don't have to worry about cleaning and cooking, whatever. You can just like relax and chill.
Mm-hmm.
But I like both. I
Yeah.
do. I feel like I'm more of like I love cooking at home, but it's nice to be able to like go out and not have to worry about that.
It's like, is it hard for someone like you who cooks really well? Like when you go out, I know you said you do a lot of Italian cooking. Like, do you go out do you go to the Italian restaurant or do you want something different?
For the most part, I feel like I'm very like boring. I'm always like, I like love pasta. I'm like such a loser with pasta. But there is times when like I go and I'll order penne vodka or fettuccine alfredo. And fettuccine alfredo, if I order out, 9 times out of 10 tastes like just cream. Doesn't have much flavor.
Right.
If I make it, I love it, but I don't know, like, it could be the bougiest restaurant, and I feel like I haven't dipped.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, it's gotta be hard for you.
Yeah, sometimes it is. It's like, you try to go out and enjoy it, and it's like a 5-star restaurant or something, and I'm like, it was okay. Like, it wasn't that great.
But you gotta also consider those 5-star restaurants, they have to cook for the masses.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
But even still, like you don't have to be, it doesn't have to be that bland because you do so much flavor. You could do so much with just like herbs, especially with Italian food. You got all this fresh oregano, fresh garlic. It's so many good herbs in Italian food that it should never be bland.
No, it's true. And it's like, I feel like they're either not using enough cheese in the fettuccine alfredo or not enough salt, which I don't think you need too much salt because of like the cheese and everything. But if you balance it out right, it should be good. But I feel like 9 times out of 10 just feels like I'm drinking or eating like creamy cream. Like a pasta. It's like no flavor. Some penny vodka is okay. Although I do say Tuscanella's in Middletown has the great penny vodka.
Okay.
Gotta say, shout out to them.
Yeah.
Really good.
Tuscanella.
But I mean, I also feel like I eat the same things when I go out because I don't know, boring.
Creature habit.
I'm just like, yeah, and I'm also afraid, like, what if I don't like it? I don't want to be that person to send it back.
Well, that's true too, but you know what you should do? Because I know before we talked about, you were saying like you never had Indian food or Thai food.
Yes.
Like it's the Indian restaurant I love. I was just there the other day. I was there last Friday. I was there. They have a buffet and honey. Yeah, so that's a good place for you to start.
That would.
Honey, they open at 12 and I was there at 12. Okay. So it was fresh and you can definitely just try some stuff.
No, that's a good idea. Yeah, because I'm always afraid, like, if I don't like it, like,
yeah,
I don't want to be that person to send it back or
you don't know what to order.
Yeah, exactly. I know. Like, especially if it's like some kind of word I'm like, what is that? Like I don't know what I'm getting.
And that's I forgot how Macau, I think it's called, or Maca. I'll tag them in this when I do it, but they're over there in Eatontown on Highway 35.
Okay.
It's some good, and I worked in Edison for years, so I'm real hard on Indian food.
Oh yeah.
Like
you know your stuff.
I know good Indian food.
Yeah, that's why when I asked you, I was like, what should I eat?
Well, I was always that person that I'm gonna try anybody's food. I'd be like, well, if you eat it, I'm gonna eat it.
Yeah.
I try anybody's food, but I've always been safe wherever. I'll start with chicken, wherever. Like the first time I had Thai food, I had Thai fried rice with chicken.
Okay.
Indian food, first time I had was like butter chicken. I always start with chicken. You know what I'm saying? So that way, or in Thai, you could do like chicken biryani, chicken. Always
because I like spicy.
Yeah,
I don't want like my mouth on fire. You know what I mean?
And it depends on who you talk to. Because some people be like, Indian is hot, but not. Indian got good flavor, and it can be hot, but it's still good flavor.
Yeah.
It's
like savory and
yes, and Thai. Same with Thai, it has good flavor.
Okay.
Some people just be like it's hot. I'm like,
Like I'm like
you would definitely
totally fine with that.
you would enjoy that Indian. You would.
I mean, I've seen like videos of it. It looks good.
So good.
I'm just like so afraid to be like, ah.
Well, yeah, go ahead and start with that. Yeah, absolutely start with. I don't think I've never had, but even like I said, even with Thai food, if you want to be safe, start with chicken. And Thai food, like I said, they got Thai fried rice, girl, it's so good. You can
Fried
start
rice.
there and then venture out.
Yeah,
But
yeah, I need to. I need to
I would
like.
definitely say go to that Thai restaurant. I mean, an Indian restaurant, and start with that.
Which one do you think's your favorite Indian restaurant?
Well, down here, that's about it.
Yeah.
That Macau, that's about it.
Did you ever go to Neelam in Middletown?
No, I
They've
never
been
went
there
there.
forever.
Really?
Yeah, in Middletown, Neelam. It's across the street from Lavotti's in Middletown, and like where Bottle King is. I don't know if you are familiar with Middletown.
Oh,
But
definitely.
it's been there forever since I was like a kid.
Well,
I mean, I guess it's good. I mean, it's been there for a long
yeah.
time.
What or they just don't have. It's because I know we have one down here that in Ocean Township that's been here forever.
Yeah.
And I went there one time, and somehow he found out that it came up that I work in Edison. He was like, "Oh, you know good food." Almost like, "Damn, you came here like you know this food ain't gonna be good." Hey, I never
Yeah.
went back.
Like instant regret. Like
it was like, yeah, he knew. I was no, you can't. It's
yeah, because then it's like competition. It's like, oh man, she
honey,
knows what's
up there-
good. She's not gonna like this.
up in Edison is really like Little India. Like
Oh yeah.
Oak Tree Road, that's Little India. You can't. And it's hard. Like for somebody, I don't even want to go eat. Like if I'm telling you that food over there is good, it's good. 'Cause I know Indian food. And even my guys at the gas station, they know I always work at Edison. But they told me they was like, "That's a good one. That's a good one.
Okay.
You like it." And I was like, "You guys are right. I do like it."
See, it's like you know me so well.
Yep, they know. They know. Like when soon as you say that, like I worked at Edison, they be like, "Oh, like you can't pull that on me.
Yeah, it's like now I gotta go try it.
You can't give me that fake food."
Yeah, no.
So breakfast or dinner?
Breakfast or dinner?
Huh?
Dinner. I like breakfast, but yeah, dinner, I'd say. Yeah. I don't know, like I feel like some people have breakfast for dinner. I'm like, I don't know, I'm never in the mood for that. Breakfast, like to me, is like I have to have it in the morning. But also if I eat too much in the morning, I don't know. Like I do that too many times to myself and then I feel like too like
Heavy?
Yeah. But I'm like starving in the morning, so I'm like, I don't know. But like dinner for like food, I totally love better. 100%. Yeah. But I do love pork roll. I mean,
girl.
From New Jersey.
Yeah, I'm about to say you can't be from New Jersey and not want some pork roll.
I know. When I meet people that don't, I'm like, what?
That if they don't, some people don't eat pork. But if people
eat that's true. That's true.
If people from New Jersey, if you from New Jersey and you eat pork, you definitely eat pork roll. But it's the people who are from here that never have it. Cause for a long time I did not know it was a New Jersey thing till I wasn't in New Jersey.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, what?
Pennsylvania. No, I don't think Pennsylvania. Yeah, I think it's like strictly like New Jersey. It's crazy.
It's a New Jersey thing. People don't even know what I'm talking about when I say that.
I know. I'm like, well, you gotta try it.
Oh yeah, and they like it. If I put it on somebody, people like it.
Yeah. No, absolutely. Like if you're first time coming to New Jersey, you gotta try pork roll. Pork roll. Definitely Google like where's the best in whatever area you're in, but 100%.
Now I want one.
I know.
Now I want one.
It's so true.
On an egg bagel.
Yeah.
A fresh egg bagel.
Egg bagels are good.
All right, so solo chef or team kitchen?
I would be for a team kitchen for sure. I love working with people, like I feel like you can learn from each other.
Yes.
And it helps you, so I would totally be for that. I mean, I don't really have a preference for either or, I'd say. I like to work with people, so I'd probably say more so that.
Yeah, okay.
I'm like a people
I would think so too. Yeah, I would think. I would say it depends on the occasion. Sometimes,
True. I mean, also, yeah, depending on if it's like a one-person job, fine. But like I'm always for, I just love working with people and seeing like their side of things, how they do things. So I can go both ways, but yeah.
Okay, so how about meal prepping or cooking on the spot?
I am not a meal prepper. I gotta tell you, I've been wanting to try, but I'm like, that's not. I'd rather be fresh. Like I'm like a instant, like it's made. That's the best it's gonna be. I don't know. That's me. So definitely like fresh, I would say.
For you on that.
Yeah.
Food truck or brick and mortar restaurant?
I have never been there.
No. One or the other. Do you prefer a food truck or a regular restaurant?
I feel like it depends what you're going for.
Same, I feel you.
Definitely depends. Like I used to go to the food trucks at Rutgers, and oh my god, their sandwiches like were amazing and delicious. But like, I feel like yeah, it depends what you're in the mood for, what you're getting.
Have you ever been to the food truck situation at Monmouth Park? They have like a whole weekend. They have like a whole weekend dedicated to food trucks.
Really? I've never been there. I've
Yeah.
actually never been to
Really?
Mount Park. Never.
It's a good time in the summertime. It's a good time.
Yeah?
And you can take Tessa. It's a good time.
I've never
Really
been.
is. It's
That's
really
so-
family oriented. And they have, they, of course they race the horses, but they have something every weekend. It's always something different.
There's like something always going on.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. And
Well, that's good to know. I should look into that. I never
you
thought
should.
about like bringing her there. Yeah, I don't know.
Yep. It's
I always heard of events, but like I never. Yeah, I should
Yeah,
probably do that.
it's a good time. It's a good time. Even if you guys just go and bet on the horses, it's just a good time.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it'd just be cool to see. I mean, Tessa would love that.
Mm-hmm.
Percent.
Yeah, I like it over there. I haven't been over there in a while, but I like it too.
Yeah, I've driven past it. That's as far as that got.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, living here my whole life, you would think I'd at least go once, but
Listen, it's so funny. I was talking to somebody the other day, and I forgot, and I asked them wherever they lived, and I asked them, did they do that? I said, 'cause I know how us natives can get. We don't go to our own stuff. Like,
no,
I
it's
haven't
true.
even been to the Statue of Liberty.
No, I haven't either. I think I was when I was a kid, and I'm like, I don't even remember that, so that doesn't count.
And when I tell people that, they're like, what?
I just recently went to Ellis Island, so 2 years ago.
I drove past it tons of times, never went. Never.
Yeah, because I know. I feel like it's not as exciting. Like if you go like travel somewhere and you're like, where can we go? Like that's history and cool like things to go to. Yeah, no, I feel like it's a lot of people.
Us natives, like it depends, like wherever you are. It's people. I know people in Florida who like Disney World. I've never been there.
That's expensive anyway.
Yeah, they were like, no, like it's just certain. It depends on where you are. Like you don't even care about like that touristy stuff. We don't.
Some tourist stuff I'll do. I'm not like into that. Like
no, but I'm in our own state. Like I'll go do some touristy stuff real quick in somebody else's.
Yeah, no, because you're like, there. That's what you're there for.
Yeah, but I'm like, I live right in New Jersey, and I think it's pretty pathetic that I'm this age. I have never been to.
No, it's not pathetic.
No, I think that's.
Dude, trust me, I told you, I just went to Ellis Island only because my niece and nephew came to visit. Otherwise, I don't know if I probably would have taken Tessa at some point, but I've never gone when I was a kid. Like,
I mean,
I think my parents only brought my brother. I don't even know for a fact that I ever went, and if I do, I don't remember.
Right.
So I mean, you're definitely not alone with that.
I've rode past her tons of times, but I have never. Nope, never went.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Well, I mean, there's just also a lot of people. It's like, do you want to be around, that many people?
That's true too.
Like, which is fine, but sometimes it might be a little too much,
All right, so what we got going on over here?
All right, so I'm going to take this off. Everything's soft.
Okay.
So we're going to put it in the blender, get it all into a nice sauce, but I'm going to add a little extra salt and pepper. Make sure it's seasoned good.
I want you next time, I'm going to make some fresh sauce. I made fresh sauce for the first time about a month ago, and everybody loved it, but I'm sure I did good.
Awesome.
My brother was ashamed of me. He was like, you still buy jar sauce?
I mean, I do sometimes if it's like a quick thing, like,
He was so
it's
disgusted.
It's not always easy. I mean, like, especially if you work late or you're tired.
What's your favorite jar sauce?
I like Rayo's. Did you ever see that jar sauce?
I've never seen it. I'm definitely going to be looking for it now.
They have it, I think it's ShopRite, Stop and Shop, but yeah, Rayo's, Raos, and they actually have been really good. And I've also tried Mike's from Brooklyn. They both have restaurants in New York.
Okay.
So I've tried them, and they're both really good.
See, and because I'll probably pick up some, definitely Prego. I like Francesco Rinaldi. I don't like.
It tastes too much like tomato, like paste.
Well, I definitely jazz it up.
Yeah. No, you gotta add something because otherwise it just tastes like
Yeah, but I
tomato.
feel you on that. I feel like ragu tastes like Chef Boyardee.
Yes. Yeah. No, you're right. You're right with that. 100%.
But I definitely like Prego. I definitely like Francesco Rinaldi. But I definitely want to try the Rails and Mike's.
Yeah. No, Mike's comes in a huge jar, like huge. It's like a big fat jar. I used to get that at this grocery store we used to have in Middletown, but they got rid of it. But I think I've seen it at ShopRite.
Hmm.
But they both have restaurants in New York, so it's pretty cool.
That's really cool.
So you know they're doing something right, you know. And I'm
That
gonna
part.
drain this.
Hmm. But what about? So, are you gonna puree that?
Yep, we're gonna puree it.
So, what about you? Wouldn't puree? It would be easy to puree that in the beginning before
Well,
you cook
gotta
it.
soften it so that way when you put it in the blender, it blends up, makes a nice creamy sauce.
Okay. I was thinking about pureeing it and then cooking it. That's why I'm like, okay, I see you doing that.
So we get a little loud.
So man, I'm not there to try it. I wish I was there to eat it.
You can come over anytime, Kyseé.
Yes.
All right, so what I'm gonna do, we're gonna put the pasta in the pan.
Okay.
That's all cooked. We'll take this off. Hidden veggies.
Mm-hmm.
I guess we're gonna have to take this off. It's a little thick. So and I'm gonna reheat this. So I'm gonna add some butter because that's gonna help add to make it a little bit creamier. Made a mess. That's okay. Let me get butter.
Oh, this is another one. This is another good question. Cooking with love or cooking with precision? With precision.
Sorry, say it again.
Cooking with love or cooking with precision?
Definitely love.
I know
I
that.
feel like, yeah. I don't like, I eyeball everything, so I don't really pay much attention to that. I feel like whatever tastes good to me, that's what
Ever
I do.
the ancestors tell you to stop shaking?
Yeah, yeah. Definitely never too much salt, but
Like what? I don't measure anything.
no, I eyeball everything.
I hear my mother say that's enough.
Yeah, I eyeball everything. To me, it's just everyone has their own taste.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like, but you know, whatever tastes good to you, just add to it.
Mm-hmm. I know what I want it to taste like, so it's not hard for me. You know.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm. I know right what I want it to taste like. It's gonna be good.
Oh yeah, I know. Especially if you're like a foodie and you know food, you're like, I know what I like. You know what's good.
Yep.
Add a little bit of vegetable broth.
Okay. I never in my whole entire life never tried vegetable broth
No.
until I seen you do it.
Yeah, I like to add it if it's like something that has vegetables, even if it has chicken, I'll do like a little bit of both.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
To me, I feel like it just makes sense. You know, it adds better flavor. I actually got my parents on that.
I never even knew it was this. I'm telling when I seen that, it was like I paid attention after that. That's when I seen it was like seafood broth and like I never even pay any of that. And then I also noticed the difference between chicken broth and is something else. Is it stock? Chicken stock, I think.
Oh yes.
I never knew it was a difference until I went looking and for vegetable broth. I'm like, let me look. And I'm like, wow, it's a lot of different stuff. I got chicken broth, turkey broth. That's
a lot. Yeah, I didn't realize how many different broth. Like I just discovered bone broth.
Yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm.
I haven't like tried, but it's good for like protein.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But yeah, they have so many different types. I know.
I was
Definitely different types.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's good for all sorts of dishes, you know?
It really is. It really is. It gives you a nice variety. I just never even.
Yeah, it changes the flavor. I mean, you wouldn't think it would change that much, but it really does make a difference.
It really does. I feel like when I add it, I don't know if it's because that was my first time trying it or I haven't been doing it that long, but I feel like when I add the vegetable broth, it's like adding the icing on a cake.
Yeah, it's like slight, but it's like just enough to make a difference. Yeah. No, it's true.
I love it. And another thing too, I put something else on this when I was making a soup a couple months ago, and I took all the celery leaves off. And they was like, what? I said, oh, and I told them the story about how you made that soup. And I was like, what's this leaf? What's that leaf?
Yeah.
It has so much flavor. They was like, well, I said, listen, she said, I always chop the tops off. I said, I did too. Not anymore.
No, I always add them because I feel like they have the more nutrient like part of it too. And I think it looks pretty.
That flavor is amazing.
Yeah.
Their flavor is really good. My mother always used like celery salt and stuff, but
Yeah.
I don't, and she might have used the leaves, but I know when I seen that leaf floating around and I ate it, I was like,
Oh, I eat it right up. I'm like,
yeah, I said when I ate it, I said, what leaf is this? And I
yeah.
kept on looking, I said, this is what
Like it's
is
not
it?
basil.
No, right. It was,
Yeah.
I said, oh my gosh, it's so good. It's so good. I love it so much.
Yeah. No, I feel like it just adds to the dish, you
It
know?
really does. It really does. It really does.
And then this is done.
So do you do fresh Parmesan on top of that?
Yes. All the cheese. All the cheese, please.
I love it.
I love cheese.
And that was quick.
Yeah, that was quick. It's
We're
easy.
at a total time of 46. Look at that. We're at a time of 47 minutes, which means we did a whole interview and you cooked a whole meal in less than an hour.
That's
What's up.
delicious.
It looks so
Yeah, know
good.
your veggies.
Yes, I love that. Kayt, thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Yeah, no problem.
So we're gonna add all your social media handles and stuff. But do you have any events coming up? Like when's the next time you're gonna be at the farmers market and where?
Well, I'm in the middle of signing up. I don't have anything. I will be posting now. I don't have anything set right now. I'm in the middle of getting a certification, which I'm not going to say what yet, but I
Right.
will post about it.
Just go ahead and water. Just go ahead and water that
You're
plant.
just gonna have to follow me to find out.
Right. So we'll put all your follow handles up here. I'm gonna add all the graphics and additions and stuff that I have over here so everybody can see. And guys, make sure you hit Kayt up for your intimate setting, for your corporate events. She's available to cook for you. Do you have a limit of a max of people that you'll cook for, or you'll find the team for whatever comes your way?
Anything.
I
I
know
am
that's
here
right,
for
Kayt.
you.
I know that's right, Kayt. All right, guys, thank you so much. Please make sure you follow us on YouTube at Time Out with Kyseé, Time Out with Kyseé and Rodney. We're on Facebook, Instagram. Leave us a comment. Tell us what you want to see cooked next. Yeah, please. And we appreciate you. Stick around for this. We're going to see you the next time with Time Out, Conversations with Kyseé. I'll have my cousins on here talking about her short movie. And look out for Time Out with Kyseé, Don't Hate Monday edition on Mondays at whenever I am able to drop that podcast. It's not always on time.
To be continued.
Yes, it'll be there on Monday. Put the bell on so you can hear whenever I upload it. Guys, thank you so much for coming and seeing us. Thank you, Kayt, so much. We appreciate you. And
Yeah,
until
thank
the
you.
next time, guys, peace out.